Hello YouTubers, Joshua724 here. In the past video, I talked about going from IC2 power to BC power. IC2 could generate power via a variety of machines. IC2 could generate power via a variety of machines. The solar power panel, for example. It could send out power via a copper cable to wherever IC2 device needed power. This electrocraft panel does similar stuff, and it can use IC2 power as well. BC had a variety of tools you could use, but you had to use resources you collected to power the engines that would then power the machines to collect the resources you needed. So basically, having an engine, well, that's not powerful enough. You need the engine, put it down, and that would then power this to dig up minerals, but then that would need to power the machine to do the digging. Now, obviously, between these two types of systems, there's got to be a way to transfer power from there over to there. But how? The first thing I came up with was Forestry. Now, with that, it's not exactly this engine, but the idea is similar in that that would hook into there and power that. Unfortunately, Forestry had a similar problem to the Buildcraft engines in that you could have it running for a while, but then it would have to have a cooldown period before it could start working again. As such, I figured that there must be an easier way to convert between the mods. The next one I found was Mekanism. Now, I'll admit that I found it back, I'd say last fall, 2014. The Yogscast were using a similar system. I was interested in trying to figure out how to use it. However, I was still trying to deal with Minecraft at the time because I was kind of new to it, so I didn't try to get too complex, which is why I went with Forestry, because it was just a simple system. Now, after fighting Forestry for a while, I decided there's got to be an easier system to use, and so I went back to Mekanism. Now, these are a couple of basic Mekanism conversions. Well, with the basic Mekanism, just trying to get something to plug into the power cable, but you need to have the device that is universal power cable compatible, of which these aren't. However, each of the sides of the energy cube are compatible with any type of system. Now, before, with 1.6.4, the only easy way to go from Industrial Craft to the Mekanism mod was a Industrial Craft energy gathering device, a copper cable, a Industrial Craft energy collecting device, storage device, energy storage device, a basic universal cable, and an energy cube. Now, this is the very basic you could do. However, and I'm hoping it doesn't do it here, if you knock out a connector, that would, in essence, crash Minecraft. And as you can see, with this being 1.7.10, it is not doing that this time. However, it's not even powering it. With 1.7.10, the need for an IC2 power storage device was eliminated. You can directly connect an IC2 cable into the Mekanism energy cube without the need of the middleman device. This also makes it easier for other mods that use IC2 power, like Electrocraft, to connect to a Mekanism energy cube without issues. Now, this is all fine and well for 1.7.10. However, for 1.6.4, it was still an issue. That's where I found another mod. It is called the Power Converters mod. Now, the basic idea behind this is, here's the IC2 solar panel, copper cable, a consumer device that will retrieve the IC2 power, energy bridge that connects it between a consumer device and this, which is an MJ producer, which, as you can see, well, it's supposed to be charging it. It may not be powerful enough, but that's easily solvable. pull out an advanced solar panel. Oh, and hopefully this will get it to bring in more power. As you can see, it's starting to pick up energy now. You can see the EU and MJ are increasing rapidly. And this will now connect to the Buildcraft stuff. Well, that is, if this is a MJ is the, what's it called? Buildcraft's new version of power. Well, it appears to be working. Oh, there we go. You can see the mining quarry is getting powered up. The thing is that somehow, even though the input should be is supposedly higher than the output, it's not getting it nearly enough power fast enough, which is a bit of a hurdle I have found with this power converters mod. However, that aside, this is one of the more easier mods to get installed to convert between IC2 and Buildcraft. Unfortunately for 1.6.4, the power converters blocks look like alternating purple and black squares on the blocks, which I'm going to assume means that the texture just wasn't ready yet. But anyways, that's how it looks like in 1.7.10. Obviously, it's not going to look that way in 1.6.4 ever. But Minecraft doesn't crash with these. Now, one more time, we have all three of the power conversion mods. The Sterling engine representing the Forestry engines, of which they have the cooling down period problem. But that's only problem if you find that as an annoyance. Otherwise, you could easily have multiple engines going at the same time. Unfortunately, Buildcraft doesn't have a way to store all the excess energy those things produce, so that's a bit of a waste. The power converters mod, of which I don't know if I have to tinker with it some more or not, but it does seem to draw more power than what the industrial craft can produce. However, it doesn't have a cooldown period. It just has a period where it takes a long time to recharge, or just uses up energy really fast. And you have this, the Mekanism mod, which I find this to be the most useful because it stores a whole lot more energy and it doesn't seem to deplete as much. However, it does cause Minecraft 1.6.4 to crash. But whatever your choice, one of these three would be the most optimum to be able to convert from IC2. Well, this one is the only one that does IC2 to Buildcraft, or at least that's the only, because that's all I needed it for. I never really exporting anything else. This can do multiple systems, as you can see by this. We have EU, which is the industrial craft power. We have a steam consumer, steam producer, and MJ, which is the Buildcraft. So we have three energy types, and we have the basic energy cube, which says Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Universal, and I believe one other, which I just don't remember off the top of my mind. And so, whatever you choose, you definitely have a variety, and each one has their own quirks.